Hey guys, as always, thanks for stopping by. Where is the real battle that's going on right now? It might surprise you, and I've got a question for you, and then at the end I've got some advice that I'm a little bit nervous about offering you, but I'm going to do it anyway because I think it matters. Yep, buckle up. Let's talk about that. In this video, I'm going to share with you some thoughts of what I see going on right now. I do hope to get a conversation started. I hope to challenge you today. I'm going to ask you a question here in just a moment that I hope challenges you. And then again, at the end, I'm going to have a little bit of a question or some advice for you. Not a little bit of advice. I'm going to have full-on advice. We'll see. Hope you don't pop me down below. But I welcome the comments. And if you don't like it, yeah, Shazam. When in doubt, go with Gomer Pyle. Hey, today's episode is brought to you by all of you Patriots. Every thumbs up is fantastic. Thank you for crushing that thumbs up. I was nervous about yesterday's video. Thank y'all for that. I really do mean that. I've read through the comments. A lot of emails came in today as well. So thank you for that. Crushing that thumbs up, crushing that subscribe button. All of that is a help. Y'all are awesome. Also, I've got a brand new channel helper, and she is putting deals of the day down in the description. The description today is loaded, so check that out. I hope all year long I'm going to be having some really good deals of the day. I hope it's a help to y'all. I hope y'all enjoy it. It should be fun. Where's the real battle? Because I think what we're seeing right now in the street is symptomatic. I think what we actually see on the news and what we see on our computer screens and when we get and sit with our iPads at night and go through what's going on, at this point people are already typing, Johnny, those are made in China. Yeah, so's your phone, pal. What we sit with our Chinese-made electronics at night and read and watch, I think it's all symptomatic. I don't think what we're seeing is what's actually going on. I think we're seeing symptoms of the real problem. I think the real problem, and this is the point of this overall video, is ideological. It's what we believe. We have competing ideologies, thoughts, and thought processes that are in complete juxtaposition of each other. I do think this, a lot of me and my friends just want to be left alone. We're not worried about what other people think or do. Leave us alone. Kind of like John Rambo walking up the street and he asked Brian Dennehy, the cop, why you pushing me? Just want to be left alone. Want some lunch and get on through town, or get me some dinner, a hot meal and get me through town. But they pushed him. And I'm not suggesting we're that way at all. All I'm saying is about the pushing part. All I'm saying is this, just leave me alone. I'm not worried about other people's ideology in a lot of ways. Now, we're at the point now where the folks who have all of the microphones, all of the cameras, and most of the websites, big tech, and all of that group, they have a very narrow box of what they believe and what they accept. This group is called the folks of tolerance and inclusion, yet they're intolerant and not inclusive at all. If you don't believe with what they believe, you are out and canceled. Right now we're seeing more folks canceled than ever before. 60,000 Twitter accounts popped in the last week. What? Over what they believe. Now, a lot of this is manufactured. They're calling it a crisis, calling it this. Yet it has nothing to do with that. It is manufactured, and it's all based on not agreeing with that little box of who those folks are. Now, I'm not a big fan of narrowing folks into two categories. Y'all know I don't like that. I reject that regularly. However, for the sake of this conversation, a lot of times it does come down to that. But within those groups, you have people. And people are complicated. People have a lot of different belief systems. Our belief systems are striated. We don't just have one belief. Oh, she is a this. Some of y'all might be financially conservative, but more socially moderate. You might be socially conservative and financially moderate. There's a lot of different areas. That's two. You might be religious in this way and more political this direction. A lot of things in a continuum scale. My point is this. We're complicated. You pack all that stuff together, all those different beliefs, and you get an individual, and every person is complicated. However, there is a group right now that is, they are the ones that are, they've got the mule reins, and they are driving this mule cart along. And within a matter of days, they'll have the House, the Senate, and the Oval Office. So I think a lot of folks are in the point where they are back on their heels. Their noses are bloody. I think a lot of us are, and we're having to stop and go, basic questions like, where are the servers for my business? Like major companies right now are having to stop and go, where are our servers? Because we might get popped. In this industry, there's a lot of companies over the last 36, 72 hours that have had to stop and go, how are we doing this? Where is our backup? I worked all day today working with other YouTubers, helping them with backups. Told y'all yesterday I'm headed over a backup channel over onto the network. Links are down there. Appreciate those of y'all that jumped over there yesterday. I think it's a good idea Why? Bloody noses, back on our heels a little bit. Here's a question, what do you believe? Sounds like a philosophy 101 question for freshmen. It's not. I think too rarely do people stop and really go, what do I believe? Where am I at? Am I willing to stand my ground for what I believe? Now, what we believe is one thing. How do we act is another. What are we going to do with those beliefs? But I think first we need to stop and go, where am I at? 2021. People are getting popped left and right, punched in the face left and right, digitally. All sorts of stuff going on. I think folks need to stop and go, where am I in this mix? It's a fair question. And I hope, and I really do, I hope you're challenged with that. Don't put yourself in one box. If you can describe yourself with one word, I think you're not looking at the whole picture. Again, back to the striation. A lot of depths in different parts of you. So in any one area, what do you believe? And what's your belief system based on? That's what they're after. Incompatibility is going on right now. They're not tolerant, and they're not willing to be tolerant of you or your belief system. And I think it's tough. I think it's a tough conversation. It's a battle. Again, I do think it's important when I said at the beginning that it's symptomatic what we're seeing in the streets. It's not what's actually going on. This is what's really going on. Right now they are mislabeling everything they can and creating a manufactured crisis to push their agenda through. They know what they believe. Believe me, they know what they believe. And they are in lockstep with each other, locked arm in arm. Not a lot of striations over in that small box. They're really the heavy hitters over there. Not a lot of striations. They are locked in, and they've been educated by the same people, and they're all, the systems that they come out of, they're all, it's just, I'm trying not to get on a tangent. This is actually take number 4. Try not to get on a tangent. Now, I want to say this, and then I'm getting to the advice part. Those folks have no interest in you. They can't be reasoned with, and they have no interest in hearing your side. Well, we just need to talk to them. Kind of want to just be left alone. But they're not willing to hear you out. That I also can guarantee. What do you think? What do you believe? Where are you at? Again, second, maybe third time, it sounds simple, but I think it's an important question for today. Let me know. All right, here is my advice. I'm a little nervous about this because I know folks have feelings. Over the last week, a lot has gone on, and there is an army of people cracking their knuckles, and that sounded good, cracking their knuckles and typing away and creating all sorts of false information. I have seen so many folks over on Facebook passing these same pieces of digital paper around, this little pictures. Oh, this is happening, that's happening. It is a bunch of nonsense. Misinformation is out there. So I want to challenge you to be careful. A little bit of advice there. Be careful what you actually believe, because it is and I'm talking about people on our side. Like, these folks are passing all sorts of stuff around. I hate to say this out loud. I'm sorry, but it's in some ways, and I love the boomers. Boomers, I love you. Love all of you. But it's a bunch of boomers on Facebook making stuff up or falling prey to a bunch of stuff that has been made up, and it's just false. I've got so many DMs have come in. Johnny, have you heard of this? Yeah, I heard about it. It's not true. All right, here's the big advice, the other one that I'm a little bit nervous. Going to go code words here. There are some rallies that are coming up in the coming weeks. My advice, a bunch of y'all have said, Johnny, what do you think? Should I go? I'm going to tell you this. I'm staying home. I think that's the right move for right now, and that's what I'm doing. I lived up to all that hype of, oh my gosh, I'm nervous about this. There's going to be people that are going to call me a fraud. I'll be called all sorts of names because of that. I'm staying home next week, and I think that's the right decision for you and your family if you have a family to watch over. I don't think the sky's falling. I just think we need to be wise and to take care of me, mine, and ours, and us's. That's where I'm at. By being honest with you. Let me know where you at. Would love to hear from you. I did this yesterday. I'm doing it again. I think this one's going to be around for a while. I'm choosing at this point to think for myself. Say what you want and call me what you want. I'm okay with that, but I'm going to continue and remain thinking for myself. To anyone that's against that, from my cold, dead hands. Bye.